Hello everyone, my name is Adrian Cox, and today I want to give you 4 tips to make your hamstrings open up a little more easily. If you were anything like me, where you folded from your back and had a hard time touching your toes and your hamstrings never seemed to open up, then this video is for you. If I had known what I'm going to teach you today, if I had known that back when I started yoga, my progress would have been much, much faster. So put aside your distractions and let's practice. Four things you need to know in order to lengthen your hamstrings more effectively is number 1, strengthen your lower back. Oftentimes people have weak hamstrings or tight hamstrings as a result of having a weak lower back because probably, like everyone, leaning back in chairs way too much. It ends up making it that your forward bends kind of look like this instead when they should look like this. Second one, be able to release the hamstrings in 2 stages. Hamstrings work on 2 joints. They flex the knee and they extend the hip. If you can learn how to tighten the part below the knee, the upper part will release. I'll show you how. The third one is release your calf muscles because they intersect with the hamstrings at the knees. And the fourth one is, when you're in the forward bend, push the thighs apart the best that you can using the outside of the hip muscles. Let me show you how this works. The first exercise I'm going to teach you accomplishes strengthening the lower back and pulling the muscles in such a way that you can tighten around the knees to release the place where the hamstring connects at the sitting bones. So one of the things that I do is I place my hands back like this. I make sure there's a curve in my lower back. This is strengthening the muscles here. What I do next is I start to pull the feet back. When I'm pulling the feet back, I can feel this kind of connection right inside the under part of my knee here. So I do this. I strengthen the lower back and pull the feet back, and then I relax. And I just practice this a few times, and what I'll start to notice is that my hamstrings start to release right here at the sitting bones. Doing this just a few times can make an excellent way to warm up. Second thing, and this is applicable in a lot of different ways, is to do a standing forward bend called Uttanasana. This next technique actually is going to put those 4 principles into action. The one main thing that you want to know is that you want to have your pelvis being able to tilt where it tilts forward slightly. So watch. One thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bend the knees so I can release this attachment. I lift up here on the heels. When I lift up the heels, what happens is I start to both contract at the knees, which will allow me to release my sitting bones up. Again, kind of tilting the pelvis forwards. The other thing that the heels, when they're lifted, it starts to take the calf muscles out of the picture, because sometimes when the calf muscles are tight, especially if you're a lady and you wear high heels, or a man, and when the calf muscles are tight, because they cross at the hamstrings, they tend to pull the framework of the pelvis back, but we need to get it forward. So again, I lift the heels, I bend the knees, I keep my back strong as I tilt forwards. I put blocks here. Maybe you don't need blocks. I'm going to use them. I just move the hands into a position where I can keep the heels up, flatten the back out so my back is strong. I hold this for a little bit, keep working the sitting bones up, and then with my breath, I exhale and straighten the legs but keep the heels high. I hold this for a few breaths, and then when I come down, I make sure I come down to the outside edge of the feet, slowly coming down to the outside edge of the feet so the feet don't collapse inwards. I hold the feet with my ankles with the hands, come deep into the forward bend, and then start to push my thighs away from each other, like this. When I push the thighs apart, it's going to help me to give just a little bit more tilt by kind of taking some space around my pelvis to open up this way. It's a subtle cue, but if you can get it, it can make the difference between maybe this much and that much difference in your forward bend. I hope this was useful and helpful and informative. If you have questions, please leave them in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Namaste.